What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another vlog. And today is another early morning vlog. I'm just waking up here, and the reason that I felt compelled to turn on my camera this morning and talk about something is because today's payday, and I just think it's like unbelievable. Like every single payday, sometimes I feel compelled to turn on my camera every single payday, but I figured, I'll just do it, once today because today is a good example. Just kind of let the feelings come across, let the feelings flow. And basically, what I'm feeling this morning is just what I feel at every payday, which is like anger and frustration, and I don't understand anything. It's like they put the money into your account, but the money is not actually there. All of the money is spoken for already. It's all gone. It's like, so you can make like $500 or $600 a paycheck, but you're probably only gonna keep maybe about $50 of it for personal money. And that is just so ridiculous to me. And I've talked about this a few times on my channel before, like way in the past, a couple of years ago, about how something needs to change. Like something needs to change. You can't, the working poor can't be a thing. You can't go out and work, especially if you're doing manual labor or a particularly stressful job, right? You can't go out and do manual labor or the stressful job and then receive no personal money to spend. You can't, we can't live like that. I gotta have some money to spend, and people will say, well, dude, go get a better job, go get a better education or something like that. Well, first of all, education isn't a path to success anymore, and second of all, it's not easy to get a good paying job. It's very hard. That's why the working poor exist, is because we can only get these dying middle class jobs because the middle class is dying out. We can only get these dying middle class jobs, and we have all our money spoken for. Yes, there's hundreds of dollars in my bank account right now, but it goes to rent, it goes to bills, it goes to food, it goes to public transportation. It's spoken for. It's already out the door. It's just so frustrating to me personally because, it's like, I'm a creator. I have, 5 books self-published. I have a YouTube video that's monetized. I have music for sale. I have art for sale. So it's just, a Patreon, right? So it's just so frustrating to me personally to be working all the time on top of putting so much work into books and my channel and my music and everything that I've got going on, and I still only have like $50 to spend while I'm creating and while I'm working full time. That is ridiculous, because after a while something has to go, like something has to change. You can't just take all my money. And then on top of that, you have taxes that are already taken from you before you even get your paycheck. So it's like you work all the time, but you don't see any of the money. You literally see none of your money. We need personal money to spend. You see all these commercials coming on about like these new electronic devices or these new cars or, jet skis or, something new that they've invented that they want you to buy. I'd love to line my wall with all these great devices that you're coming out with, guys, but I'm sorry, it's like I got rent to pay for, I got bills to pay for. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the middle class is gone. We don't have any money to spend anymore. So it's only the rich people in society that are buying things. And that'll work for a while because the rich and all the large corporations doing like bulk buys and stuff like that is able to kind of like fund all of this new creation. But at the same time, the middle class isn't able to benefit from any of it. We can't buy new we can't buy new iPhones. We can't go on vacation. We can't buy things we want every week, right? But why not? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I do physical labor for work. I work for a cleaning company. I'm a supervisor for a cleaning company. You know what I'm saying? It's like we take care of bathrooms and trash and those down and dirty, hard labor jobs that nobody wants to do. So why can't I go on vacation when I want to? Screw that. Talking about vacations, why can't I go out to eat when I want to? I can even afford to go out to eat. Why can't I go out to eat when I want to? Why can't I buy the things I want when I want them? I'm not asking for Mercedes-Benz and flat screens TVs. I'm asking to have some spending money for myself. I don't have any personal money. Isn't that screwed up? Don't you want to give me some personal money to spend? I mean, so maybe we can reinvigorate or, reimagine the middle class. I mean, people can't work without money, man. It's like you have to give us something to spend. It's like, people have personal things that they plan for, that they want to do, that they should be able to do, but we literally can't. I mean, think about that for a minute. We live in America. This is the land of the free. Yet the middle class doesn't have enough money to even do personal things. Land of the free, my ass. This is land of chains and oppression in all kinds of shapes and forms. That's what goes on here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm so sick of having all of my money drained from me. It has to stop at some point. And I know everybody out there, who identifies with this feels exactly the same as I do, is that at some point, people taking money from us has to stop. We either pay has to be increased, or products, prices, inflation and stuff like that has to go down. Rent has to go down. Expenses have to go down, or you have to put more money into our pockets. And don't tell me that it's going to hurt the economy more by putting the minimum wage up to $15 an hour. Where do we get the money from? We get the money from corporations that don't pay any taxes. Do you pay taxes? Yes. Do I pay taxes? Yes. Do corporations who ship their taxes overseas pay taxes? No. It's as simple as that. Nobody is asking personally for their money. We're asking for them to put their money back into the country so that the middle class, the working class, can actually survive and thrive and live. That's what's going on. That's what needs to happen. So, I don't want to hear about the money. It's very easy to get the money for $15 an hour. It's very easy to get the money. It's just that we don't want to do it. The super rich who are in control of this country don't want to do it. That's part of the big change that needs to happen. Okay, the middle class is being driven psychologically insane right now because we're doing physical labor, but we have like $50 a week to spend. That is ridiculous. I mean, I was thinking about like all these rich kids in society. Can you imagine explaining this situation to rich kids? I only have about like $50 a week to spend. I mean, they would freak out about that. They don't understand that. $50 a week, man, they have $5,000, $10,000 a week to spend. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine telling a rich kid, I only got $50, man. I can't even go out to the movies sometimes. I can't even go out to eat. These people go out to eat every night. Going out to eat is second nature to them. They don't have to think about that. Going out shopping is second nature to them. They don't have to think about that, right? But here you have the middle class stressing about buying a friggin' hamburger because they can't afford it while doing all the physical labor for the country. Okay, so it's like something has got to stop. Something is going to change after a while. You can't keep people in this kind of it's almost like a sophisticated form of slavery when you break it down, right? Having people work like the Egyptians building the pyramid, getting fed beer and bread. Sure, they loved the beer and bread, right? But it'd be nice if we actually gave them some money to work, some money to live and be happy, to take vacations. Being in a workplace is stressful. But we de-stress by having money to spend on things, by going on vacations or buying things that we want. Logical, right? That's what keeps you happy. So you can't keep people working and doing physical labor while simultaneously removing their happiness, because then it just makes them stressed and angry. And then you have stressed and angry workers, and that's part of the reason why the economy's falling apart, to be frank. So that's what I want to discuss today, guys, is I just wanted to kind of, I'm literally just, 5 minutes ago, I was just on my computer looking at my bank account, pulling my hair out, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, do I get some money at some point to spend? I have plans. Do I continuously put the plans on hold and just keep working for you? It's like something's got to change. Something has to stop. We need some money. Please, the middle class needs to come back into power so that we can actually have a real economy again. So now it's time for you guys, of course, to voice all your thoughts and opinions down below in the great white void, and something to think about for today, guys.